What's going on, everybody? It's boy JT and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Signings. This series, of course, we go through everything happening in and around the world of Leeds United. We have a little talk about it, and today is the 7th of July on a Monday, which means the week has started, the business week has started, shall we say, and that means there are a lot more stories for us to dig our gnashes into. So let's not waste any time, let's get straight into the meat of the action. The first one being around Nikola Krstovic. An agreement has apparently been reached as the Leeds United target approaches closer to leaving his household club. Now, what does that mean? It means that he has basically obviously stated his desire to leave and join Roma, but they are not currently stumbling off enough of a fee. Now, Lecce have come out and said if there are any clubs interested in Nikola Krstovic, it is going to mean you are going to have to spend 34.4 million smacker Roonies, which is a huge gamble on an unproven commodity. Now, there has apparently been an agreement with his agent in regards to the wages that clubs are going to have to be able to offer for him. But this kind of price, the fact that he doesn't want to move to the Premier League, I mean, it's looking like Roma aren't going to be able to pay that. And the only clubs that are going to be able to are Premier League clubs. But he doesn't want to move to the Prem. So it does seem like that is just a load of hogwash. But something that isn't hogwash, and someone that definitely is not a load of hogwash, is Mr. Gabriel Gudmundsson. And Leeds United have agreed a bargain fee ahead of an expected medical. We spoke about this yesterday, and I said expect this deal to be done very, very shortly. It has been reported for some time now that Leeds won him. It was also previously reported that he would cost around £8 million. Recently, Gudmundsson gave his verdict on a move to Leeds this summer, and then their sources confirmed to us last week that a deal between Leeds and Gudmundsson was accelerated. Leeds then agreed personal terms as we first revealed. This was a few days ago. However, there were still aspects to iron out, including a final fee. 26-year-old, obviously being in the final year of his contract, were hoping to push Leeds for higher than a €10 million valuation and closer to €15 million. However, it does seem like the ball is in Leeds United's court, and I don't expect this to cost any more than the reported £8 million valuation that we sent before. Maybe we'll sprinkle a few add-ons in there if we survive or something. They get an extra couple of million, but we'll have to wait and see as to that one. But I do believe that an £8 million fee you can consider from right here, signed, sealed, and delivered. I'm telling you now, this guy is going to be a Leeds United player within the next week. You just wait. And it's funny, they've got this image of Roland Salai, someone who we thought was going to be a Leeds United player. Very interesting choice of image they've chose here, but I do believe that deal are looking elsewhere if we aren't able to get that deal done. And it is reported that Leeds are set to go all in for Neil Aynaoui as a transfer of £17.2 million, or a transfer valuation of £17.2 million is set to be met, or tried to be met, should I say. The 24-year-old has thrived in League One, attracting interest from around the world, or should I say League One. Roma are now said to have made a £17.2 million bid for his signing, with Leeds still seemingly keen on Krstovic. The Whites could go all in over the next few days to get Krstovic. However, we should not be going for Krstovic. This guy is someone who Leeds would fit in a little bit better for, and I think he would suit the team a little bit more. But we'll have to wait and see as to how that is going to unfold. Now, Leeds United are still showing a little bit of interest in Douglas Luiz. He obviously said he wants to move to another Serie A side after having a torrid spell over at Juventus. However, it doesn't seem like there are many Serie A clubs linked with him that are showing interest in him after his performances this year. He still holds high stock in England, obviously after his spell at Aston Villa. And Leeds United are the front runners in the Premier League to sign Douglas Luiz. Will we get the deal done? I still think this is such an outside shot. I said to you the other day, I think this is completely off. Juventus are really trying to sell him so they can get Hjulmand, who had a very, very good year at Sporting Lisbon this year. And I do believe that he will be on his way. Where will he be going? Will it be another Serie A club or a Premier League side? I feel like this could be a real late one that gets done, in my opinion, because he does not want to go to the Prem, it seems, but he might not have another option, and his hands might be tied and Leeds might be able to snip in last second, but I think we would have already signed a midfielder by the time that comes down to the crunch. Leeds United are still in tough negotiations or tough battles with Sunderland as we try to bring in Aynaoui, as I just spoke about a second ago, who is obviously seen as an alternative to Habib Diarra. Anton Snatch still on the radar as well, but I don't believe it's one that Leeds are going to be pursuing anytime soon. I think we are going to see how the Diouf saga pans out over the next week or so. Now, Fabrizio Romano provides an update on Leeds United target after it is all over for his spell at Newcastle. It is, of course, Callum Wilson, and as we've touched on many times, not a lot of you guys want him. Not a lot of you guys think he's going to add that much to Leeds' attacking output next year. He was sent a little nice message by Carl Darlow, which has sparked a few potential rumours on whether Callum Wilson will be coming, but again, it's not one that I think we should spend too much time dabbling in, because although he was a great player back in his pomp and he's been riddled with injuries, unfortunately, it's just not someone that Leeds should be looking at right here, right now. But Leeds United are looking at some other acquisitions who we could be getting, one of them being, or two of them being, under 21 players. Who would those be? It would be Lucas Perri, Marcus, Manchester City teenager, Jayden Linu also. The 18-year-old has recently left the Reds AXA training centre at the end of his scholarship at Merseyside and could join Leeds following the departure of Chris Moore to Greenock Morton. Couple of youngsters signing to bolster up the academy. I think those are very good acquisitions. I'm not going to lie to you and say I've scouted them in depth and I know absolutely everything about these guys just yet. These are preliminary talks, but it could be a couple of exciting youth players to add to the ranks, which you always need to do when you get promoted, because you never know, some of them might end up being like the next Crescencio Somerville and really, really making you a lot of money over the end of it. Leeds United have also seen another player depart, well, pretty much confirmed to depart, Max Vober. We already know he's going. It's going to suit PSR, but the deal is completed. He will not be at Ellen Road next year. What are your thoughts on that one? Just a little story about Jacques Bijot as well. There was some concerns from the former head of Pugmo and FIFA, who was saying that, listen, mate, with his yellow card and red card track history, this is going to be a risky one for Leeds United next year. But I'm looking at that. 25 yellows, 1 red in 95 appearances for me. The bookies are laughing. The bet builders are going to be flying off the radar next year. Just wait and see. There's going to be a lot of money made from some shrewd or some observant Premier League fans next year if they put their cards down correctly. Lucas Perri is set to leave in the coming days, with Leeds United ready for his transfer. Leeds United are, of course, in talks to sign the Lyon goalkeeper Lucas Perri. However, we have also been linked with a litany of other names. Aaron Ramsdale was a very weak link, I think, for Leeds United. Zetner is a bit of a stronger link, and Milinkovic-Savic is one that has been doing the rounds recently. But Lucas Perri is set to leave Lyon. Will Leeds pick up quickly on this move and snag in for a quick deal to be done before pre-season? That is yet to be seen. According to L'Equipe, as of today, the Brazilian looks like a prime candidate to leave Lyon this summer and could be sold to the Premier League in the coming days for around £19.8 million. Leeds are the front runners in the Premier League for a move for the goalkeeper. £19.8 million does seem like a hefty fee for him, but he is a top goalkeeper and could be the difference between relegation and survival next year. So let me know your thoughts on Lucas Perri, or were you a little bit more excited about not Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, his brother Milinkovic-Savic, and of course Zetner. To be honest with you, I just want to get one of them flipping in the side so we can start building a defense around them and building some cohesion, because you need some good communication between your goalkeeper and centre-half. Lucas Perri could be the man, but to be honest with you, I will take absolutely anyone right here, right now. And those are the main stories of today. There are a couple of other smaller stories, but nothing really to talk home about, or nothing to write home about, should I say. My words aren't flowing the way they should be right now, because Leeds aren't flowing in the transfer market the way they should be right now. But let me know what you guys think about all of these stories down in the comment section down below. Do any of them tickle your pickle in the correct way? Do any of them get your hopes excited? Please let me know down in the comment section down below. And is there anyone I didn't talk about that you would love to see signing for Leeds this summer? Let me know down below. For now, though, I will see you very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.